Gossip, an all-new platform brought to you by Anchor, the podcast that gives you everything you need in one place. Remember, gossip is what's true to you. It may not be true amongst the masses, but it's true to us. Check us out at anchor.fm/gossip by Deacon Mav. Again, that's anchor.fm/gossip by Deacon Mav. Download the free app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Was in a new time period and it was trying to find a solution to either save or ever save their behind. And this girl was having these dreams, but she was dreaming about Gaia. Gaia is the Greek feminine principle of Mother Earth, the great mother, the feminine spirit, the Shakti power. But all the people that were saying that Gaia don't exist, that's only mythology. And put a long story short, Gaia was the mother energy or the feminine period that had to save them. Because they found Gaia, I think, in Africa. They found Gaia in Africa. So here it goes again. They had to go to the black woman. They had to go to the black woman. You see, to do this thing. And this is very key. Now, going back to this type thing, I did the conference down. Well, I've been getting flack this thing. I started getting flack on this shit in the summer of last year, based on when I really started moving toward the tantric element. But what I was dealing with at this particular time, because we know that there's certain systems that work, and one of the systems, the system that work is dealing with the black woman. Now, in India, they got some shit called the 10 Mahadevis. These are 10 tantric deities. They line up with the 10 spheres of the Kabbalah, and if they are not accessed, we can hang this motherfucking shit up. Because based on Egypt, they say Maya is what's got the rule in the end. The Kabbalah says Shekinah was has the rule in the end. And in India, they say it is the Shakti power. The return of the Shakti power. All black women. So now, this is all bullshit aside now. Put the egos aside, whatever type thing, It's the sister. It's the bottom of the line. And it's 10 Mahadivas. And if we don't access these motherfuckers, we don't go nowhere. Bottom line, I'll tell you straight up. Because when I tapped into these so-called outer ones, that's the first thing came. Is the 10 tantric deities. Now, it has a lot to do with the energy of the black woman. So I started talking, and that's when I knew that after 9 years of talking about save and murder and all that, none of that shit. It's all science. You know?
Gossip. This episode of Gossip, we're going to talk about the rise of the black woman. Now, I know y'all ready to hear this. You know what I'm saying? I know you ready to hear this. This is gonna be exhilarating, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be I'm not finna feed your ego, cause I'm sure somebody's like, yes, the rise of the black woman. About time some nigga talk about the rise of the black woman. But this is not gonna feed your ego. For some, and some it may feed your ego. But the objective is to dismantle nature and to show you how, or to demonstrate to you how we have fallen from grace due to the lack of knowledge. And the knowledge is all around us. We just don't pay attention to it. So I am going to illustrate with words, the best way I can, how we can begin to look around us and begin to understand who we are, what is going on, and how we're supposed to live. And the only way we can do this is through the black woman, because of who she is. Now, if you don't know who the black woman is and you a black woman, now I know some black women, oh, we know, some of you don't know who you are. Matter of fact, a lot of you don't know who you are. But I'm finna try to tell you. Finna try to explain it to you, at least the best way I can. And yeah, you probably gonna get mad at me. I don't give a damn. You know, that I expect that from the black woman. But I also expect your open ears, your honest assessment of self. And you know, and we're gonna try to work through this thing and try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you are everything. And it's time that you understand that you are everything. You know what I'm saying? We've been taught so much that, oh, all people are so. No, we're not. No, we're not. The greatest war that ever has taken place on this, in the entire world, cosmos, entire universe, is the war between the masculine energy and the feminine energy. That is the greatest war. That was the separation. That is your good and evil. That is your God and devil. That is your sun and moon. That is your everything. It is all around you. But we're not paying attention. We're not picking up on the knowledge God or the Creator has bestowed upon us. The whole purpose of the Creator separating itself was for you to pay attention or to reflect upon that in which you see, so that you can gain greater knowledge. Now, some of y'all might be like, well, I don't want no knowledge. All I care about is money. Well, this ain't for you. I'm talking to the gods or goddesses. I'm not talking to queens. This ain't for the earthly. This is for the cosmic people or the cosmic women. The black woman that is going to rise. Now, for all you queens, I mean no disrespect. This is just not for you. This is a whole nother level. This is only for the goddesses. And they know who they are. Just like you know you're a queen. Everybody's not the same. Don't take it personal. It is what it is. So let's get into this. Do the best I can to try to illustrate this. So let's gossip. Hold up. Black woman. Now, I am all for the rise of black women and this black woman power. Trust and believe me. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm keeping my receipt. Cause if I want a rose, I want a rose. If I want a magnolia, I want a magnolia. Don't you turn into no damn tulip when I know I bought a damn lotus flower. I want what I pay for. And if you not what I pay for, I'm taking your ass back. Now we can continue. Black woman, don't you know, matter of fact, all women, yes, you, don't you know that in law, you are considered an informant? Did you know that the government considers you an employee, that you work for them, that you are an informant for the government? I guess you ask, well, why? Because you bear witness. Bear witness to what? Life. If nobody else was there, you were there. You bear witness to the only thing that matters, and that's us. They got you thinking that you're evolving because you're evolving based off materialism. All the shit you have obtained. See, you not evolving spiritually. And to evolve spiritually is everything, because spiritual evolution is all that matters. The obtaining of knowledge. Why is knowledge and spirituality the most important thing in evolution? Because you can't take none of this other stuff with you. You can't take your car. You can't take that house. You can't take that bag. They got you out here worried about your car, house, your nails, your hair, your eyelashes, your eyebrows, your ass, your stomach. And none of this shit go back with you when you go back to the darkness. Only thing you can take with you is knowledge. None of that shit matters. And the more and more they have you focus on the shit that don't matter, the more they can control us. Because they control us through you. Because you are the first teacher. You are the one that carries the child. You. The child grows inside of you. So it is what you think. And how you think is how your child thinks. And how your child creates, or what your child think is important. It's because what you think is important. And they know this. That's why they are controlling you. And another thing, stop feeling some type of way because you got badass kids, or children, called kids, or simply baby goats. Have you not realized, especially after having 2 children, that they get their main attributes from you during the 9-month cycle that you carry them? That is someone with you for 24/7, all day, every day, thinking what you think, feeling what you feel, eating what you eat. Whatever feelings you had during the time of carrying that child during that 9 months, that child's main attributes will reflect that. Give you an example. If you was a loving mother, you'd probably end up having a loving child. If you end up with a mean child, it's probably because you was pissed off at the baby daddy while you were carrying that child. If you have a sneaky child, it's probably because your ass was sneaking around doing something when you was toting the child. Because your children are your reflection. Children reflect you. That is the light. The child is the light that comes from the darkness. Where is the darkness? The darkness is the womb. You're born into the light, because the child is the light. This shit we need to understand. Let's go on. Now let's get into this rise of the black woman. But first, let's talk about why is the black woman on the rise. You see, in nature, we have 2 forces, masculine and feminine. So when we analyze these 2 forces in nature and begin to put things in its perspective, far as the masculine principle and the feminine principle, it brings me to two very obvious and two important things that we see every day, and that's the sun and the moon. The sun resides in the day, and it's masculine. The moon resides at night, and it's feminine. Now, currently, the sun is how we thrive as beings. The sun we worship. The sun, the giver of life. The illuminator. The light that guides our conscious intellect. The sun that gives us comfort and provides us with vision. You see, the sun has guided our intellect like the shepherd of a herd, bringing us comfort because the light provided us with a way to see. Now let's talk about this sun. This sun is masculine and white. Yes, this sun is masculine and white, might I add. That's why Jesus was depicted as a white male. See, the priests understood the world on a level that only a priest can disseminate. The white light, the sun, represents in its masculine form is the white male. This cycle of where all glory to the sun is shifting. The pole shift or the polarity shift that we're going through right now. The Christ sun versus anti-Christ opposite. If Christ is symbolized as a white man, not because of the color of the skin, but to reflect light, the only opposing force to this light, white male masculine sun Christ, is the darkness. The woman, the antichrist, the feminine energy, the ass. It is the white man and the black woman that reflects our society. The white man is revered in his society, and the black woman is revered in the black society. So you ask, what about the black man and the white woman and all in between? They are just that, all in between. You see, the entire spectrum is captured in the black woman and her complete opposite, the white man. Everything starts with the black woman and ends with the white man. The male is already a degenerative species. The white male is a degenerative negative. The completion of a genetic fractal flower. From the black woman to the black man, to the white woman to the white man. He is the completion. The Christ return is the polarity shift back to the great mother, the darkness, where the black woman is revered across the world. See, anything that goes against the status quo is always known as anti. You know, just standing opposite or standing opposed to that which is already in place. You see, in nature we have cycles, and these cycles flip-flop like day and night, fall, winter, autumn. You know what I'm saying? It's seasons. And this flip-flop is how we are able to determine the distinctions between the two, or between whatever we comparing. The distinctions. See, we gotta pay attention to the detail. It's always the little detail shit that shows you the distinctions. The sun will guide us during this dark period we're about to go into when the feminine power takes over. And please understand, this is not nothing that you should be taking as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It is a great thing. So let's not get that shit twisted or get it misconstrued based off how you may be perceiving my tone in saying the things that I'm saying. The sun will guide us during this dark time, but only those that have absorbed the light will have the protection during this dark time. The light that you must possess is knowledge. The physical sun that you see now will always be. But the time will be a dark time, and the only way you will be able to see during this dark time, you must have obtained the lower light or knowledge in order to be able to stand in front of a greater light, which is the darkness. Darkness is light. It's just a brighter light than what you see in the sun. You think that's bright. No, darkness is bright. Because if you ever seen the triple black, you know that's bright. Because it can be seen a long way. The literal sun will always be. It is for food and growth. It is the light that we must have inside us. Knowledge. Because they're preparing to remove all knowledge right now. That is the reset. We go through this shit every so many thousand years. They never told you this. When people are on the verge of becoming more aware, there is a reset that takes place in the world because you're living in a damn prison. A prism. And this place, or the third dimension, is designed to put your ass through trial and tribulation. That's what this whole shit is about. That's why they always talk about you reach better when you die in Christianity and shit. You know, I'm gonna die and go to heaven. But that's on a lower level shit. That's not high level teaching. They're teaching you lower level teachings to keep you on a lower level because this place is a prison. And it's designed to give your ass a long sentence. That's why you have to wait for something good to come. You don't get it now. You gotta wait until you die to get it. Why? Is they put your ass in mental captivity. Mental captivity. Capturing you. Enslaving you. Keeping you suffering. Thinking that you're gonna get something greater later. And not want it now. So because you don't want it now, you're willing to put up with everything we put you through now. Because you think you're gonna get something greater later. You don't want to stop nothing that's going on now. You want to complain about it because you like, well, I got it. I'm going to get mine on the back end. No, you may not get that shit on the back end. Because once you realize what the hell is really going on, you're going to want yours now. They're resetting the world. They're going to reset the financial system. Everybody going to be broke. If you ain't prepared for this, I wish you was. But ain't nobody gonna be prepared for this. This is a reset. This is something that you can do the best you can to prepare for it. But get ready for the ride. And there's nothing to be afraid of because people have the ability to adapt. And you will adapt, but just be ready for the ride. Because you finna go on a ride. They're going to get rid of the books, everything. We're going to respell the world. And I mean that literally. Because the world is spelling. In case you didn't know that. It's because of this reset right here, right now that we're going through. Knowledge will be eliminated. And the only knowledge that will be is that what's inside. We are going to respell the world. That's the reset. Words are spelled. And spelling created the world, which created the world and everything in it. The word became the world when the pole was added. The L is the link between heaven and earth. Are you listening? The word, W-O-R-D, word. The word became the world when the pole was added. The L The L is the link between heaven and earth. Are you following me? You need to understand language, linguistics, symbolism. You need to begin to understand all this stuff. Symbolism was the first language. That's why they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Because a symbol is a picture. That's why they put it all on TV, put it all in your face, put it all on everything that you buy, symbols everywhere. That is the first language. You need to begin to understand what these symbols mean. The woman. It is the womb man. You follow me? Woman is right there in front of you. Take the W. The W is two V's adjoined. Give y'all some language and how words are manifestation of reality. The moment you begin to understand the word, I ain't talking about nothing biblical or religious. I'm talking about the shit that you speak. Words are spells. A word is A, B, C, D, E. All those are words. A letter is a word because it has its own meaning. And we need to begin to understand what a word is and what a word means. And words create manifestation when you know how to put them together. So I'll give you another example. Like I just told you about the world. Here goes one with the woman. Take the W. The W is two V's adjoined, which create two cups or two titties. Right? Two cups or two titties. Let's look at this now. Alright, so you got the O. What's the O? That's the womb, the circle. You got the circle, the M. The M is the ass. Let's look at it. Woman, the B, the capital B. Does that not look like a woman? Don't Beyonce talk about she queen B, the capital B? Because when you look at the B, it looks just like the woman. You see the titties and she pregnant? Do you see it? This is the word. Look at words. Look at it. Everything is connected. There is nothing the way it is for no reason. Like if they named something, they named it that for a reason. It's much deeper than the apparent. And we gotta begin to start looking past the apparent. The highest form of vibration is darkness. That's the brightest light in all the cosmos and on earth. Before you can enter this light, you must obtain the lower light frequency, which is the sun. Follow what I'm saying? Before you can enter the darkness, you must obtain the lower light frequency, which is the sun. Knowledge. Only by obtaining the lower light will you have the capacity to stand amongst the brightest light. It is the inward light that will guide the path. It is all degrees. One level leads to the next. In this great rise of the dark melanated woman, you must reach for new heights. You must rise above money, because it's not real. You must rise above your physical bodies, because they're simply hosts. You must rise above being liked and move into a form of respect. You must rise above the white man. Take back your position of the great mother. Gather up all your substance and be that what you know you are. Take back all your substance that you have provided in order to bring us to this point in this cycle. Remember, for your intuition is like no other. Remove all your physical afflictions. All that has caused you strife in your awareness into becoming all that you can be. Everything that is stopping you from becoming all that you can be, get that shit out your life. The nice cars, the nice houses, the purses, the bags, all that lower energy devices that keep you from obtaining your true self, For you have become so physical that you have fallen, for you are the first teachers. We become what you think, because energy creates energy. And this sun has been molding you more and more into more materialism, that you have completely lost yourself. So you run to him or Jesus or the white man because you have lost your way. So now you follow his, and everything this white male sun provides for you, you take it with joy because you done lost your light. You see, it was when you lost your light when this white male sun came along and took over. Bet you didn't even know that. And he came and took over to guide us or to rule until you regain what you lost. Not what the black man lost, what you lost, what the black woman lost, because you were supreme. And see, now he trying to guide you and back to coming supreme, but he want to do it the way he can benefit from it. And I'm trying to tell you right now that you need to become aware of this shit and see what's going on so you can do what you need to do for you. And it benefits who you want it to benefit. And another thing, I'm hearing all this rise of this black woman, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I love women power, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all trying to stand up, which is great. I love it. But one thing I am noticing, which is going to bite y'all in y'all ass, is y'all not talking about the black man. It's all about the black woman rising. The black woman. See, y'all got that shit from that feminist movement. Y'all not even considering that the black man in this shit with y'all. It's all about the black girl power, black woman power, black woman business power. What about the black community power? This black family power? Cause all this black woman power, when it get down to the get down, which is coming down too, who gonna protect your ass in all this woman power? The black man. So you need to get off your high horse and realize what the fuck is really going on, because you finna wake up to a whirlwind. So what about this black man? Well, the black man will rule when the great mother returns, if you permit it, black woman. That's why you better check yourself, because you're gonna find yourself by yourself if you keep claiming to be by your damn self. All your Miss Independent shit. I'm saying this out of love. Now you can take it the wrong way all you want, but I'm telling you this out of love. You take it how you want to take it, but it's time you hear this shit, cause it's gonna be too late soon. And so I'm trying to get it to you now. So you say this shit is prophetic, because if you don't see it, I do. And I'm telling you where it's going, even though you don't know. But you better begin to pay attention. Just like we have today, the black woman has total control. In the human experience, the woman controls everything. You would say that you don't, but I'm telling you that you do. Everything revolves around you, even though you may not want to acknowledge it, but everything revolves around you. And you know it. That's why you want everything. That's why you so demanding. That's why you can't figure shit out, cause they cater shit to you. Therefore, you don't know what you want no more, because when you got too many damn options, you don't know what to do. You get lost, you get confused, don't know how to make a choice. Don't know what we want. Something we all go through. It is up to you, woman, to make space for the man and allow the man to rule and do what he must do. So when the dark melanin woman rises, if she so chooses, the black man will reign. It is the knowledge and understanding of nature, and nature is us. We need to stop thinking grass, the sky, stars, and all this shit out here don't pertain to us, cause it does. For you, black women, created all this shit. You created this paradise we call Earth and fell in love with it, and now you have lost your way, your true connection to the heavenly, the higher self in which you created all this shit that we see. To give you an example of some stuff you need to begin to take notice of, right? Like when paradigm shifts take place, like you need to be aware of paradigm shifts, or when they're trying to shift the energy into a certain direction. Let me give you a little example of something that I knew, but I looked up to try to validate what I already knew, and so the dates are off a little bit, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. Alright, so take note. The feminist movement started in 1943, but they also say it went all the way back to 1902. Anyway, it wasn't till 1971 when the movement took true center stage. And the reason why the feminist movement took true center stage in 1971, because that's when the abortion laws were written. And that was a big deal. Because now it's about telling a woman what she can and cannot do with her body. So that was a big deal. And this kicked off in 1971. So bam, we put our first man on the moon in between the years of 1969 and 1972. You like, okay, how the hell that even play a role in the feminist movement? All right, well, why? Because we put a man on the moon. Listen to what the words is. Listen to the words. We put a man on the moon. And if you've been listening to this far, you should know by now that when you hear the word moon, it's talking about the feminine energy and the darkness at night. Because you don't do shit with the moon in the daytime. Alright, so bam. So we put our first man on the moon in 1969, between 1969 and 1972. They claim to have completed 17 missions in that amount of time. So let's look at today. Today, the feminist movement has gone through 4 waves. And in the 4 waves, they have completed 13 tasks. The going to the moon was symbolic of the energy movement that they were orchestrating here on Earth. And I'm going to get with it. Take for instance, now they're planning to go to Mars. Mars is the planet of what? War and violence. Look around. What's going on? This is the understanding you have to have of nature in order to obtain and be able to counteract their objective and recreate your own narrative. When they say they're going to the moon, that means they're trying to direct you in a certain way. When they say they're going to Mars, that means they're trying to ignite the fire in people, get people fired up, get the protests going, get the war going, get the violence going, because Mars is the god of war. You got to understand this type of knowledge. Like, don't let this shit just pass you by when they constantly putting it in your face. The point is not about whatever. The point is not about whenever they went to the moon or going to Mars. The point is the energy that is being channeled. I'm telling you this because you need to know. And I prefer to at least give you the opportunity to create your own future. Because if I don't tell you this and you don't know this for yourself, they're going to control the way you rise. Therefore, they can control the output of people or the outlook of people. What will people do? Well, they will know, because if they control you, they can control the people, because they know the future because of what they instill in you. That's how they control shit. That's how they stay in control of shit, because you don't know what you need to know. And so I'm trying to give you a heads up. They've completed 14 missions to the moon. They got 3 more to go to complete the 17. When they get to the last feminist movement, they will have completed their mission of the rise of the feminine power. But I'm telling you this so that you won't let them control how the feminist power rise. Because they will have you rise into some more materialistic shit. Why do they want to keep you focused on the materialism? So they can keep us subjected. Keep us in this cyclical cycle of pain and misery. Why is it pain and misery? Because you constantly trying to be something that you are not. The afflictions, the haves versus the have-nots. Trying to get us to all constantly look outside of ourselves for satisfaction and gratification versus looking inside yourself and seeing that you got it all. I'm telling you to stop following the narrative. Look inside yourself. Begin to see what's around you. Notice this shit. What's going on? Get with the program. You have the power. Whenever we look into the stars, you only seeing yourself. You see those that have the light. You see the darkness, which encompasses all light. There is no light that escapes the darkness. And that's gospel. Thank you for riding this thing out with me. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate it. If you did not understand, that was my way of saying I love you. When you made man, you made light. And light was to show you your reflection. I just gave you the reflection. Now it's up to you how it looks. Gossip. Be sure to share, because we're running out of time. Thank you.